Hi everyone. In this podcast, I am going to talk about syllabus design in language teaching, mainly based on the work of David Nunan, which was the lecture that was requested for us to study before this activity. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Kimberly Balades, and this is an activity for my class, which is importance of syllabus. Basically, when we talk about syllabus, we mean the plan that organizes what is going to be taught in a course and in what order. It helps us as teachers to know what topics, grammar, skills, or tasks students should learn during the program. According to the author, the syllabus focuses mainly on selecting and organizing the context of a course, while the curriculum is a broader concept that includes evaluation, methodology, and institutional decisions. So basically, the syllabus could be considered as the roadmap of the course. Importance of a syllabus. We cannot emphasize how important a syllabus is because it gives structure and direction of the learning process. Imagine teaching English without this structure. One day you teach the past tense, the next phrasal verbs, and suddenly conditionals. Students will probably feel confused because there is no clear progression. The syllabus helps teachers organize learning from simpler to more complex contexts to ensure that the students develop the language skills step by step. For example, in many English courses, the students start with basic introductions and then they move to present simple, later to past tense, and finally to more complex topics like hypothetical situations. And I think this organization makes learning more effective. There are several types of syllabi used in language teaching. One important distinction mentioned by Nunan is between product-oriented syllabi and process-oriented syllabi. The first one focuses on what students should learn at the end of the course. For example, grammatical syllabus organized by grammar rules, for example, present simple and then past simple and then future. And on the other hand, process oriented syllabi focus more on how students learn, especially through activities. One example could be the task based syllabus, where students complete tasks like planning a trip or solving a problem using English. So instead of learning rules, students actually use the language to do something. The syllabus is closely connected to the objectives of the course. Uh, these objectives could explain what students should achieve, and the syllabus organizes the context that is going to help them reach those goals. For example, if the objective is communicative competence, the syllabus might include activities like debates, role plays, or discussions. But if the objective is mainly grammar accuracy, then the syllabus will probably focus on grammar explanation and exercises. So basically, the objectives tell us where we want to go, and the syllabus is going to show us how to get there. The next part is how the teacher influence the syllabus. According to the author, teacher often work with syllabi designed by institution or experts. So they are sometimes more like implementers of the syllabus. However, teachers still have an important role. Even if the syllabus is already designed, teachers can adapt activities, choose materials, emphasize certain skills depending on students' needs. For example, if students are very shy, a teacher might add more a pair work or conversation activity, even if the syllabus originally focused more on grammar. So teachers still influence on how syllabus is actually applied in the classroom. In my opinion, the most commonly used syllabus in many schools is still the grammatical syllabus. Many textbooks are organized around topics like present simple, present continuous, past simple, future forms. But I think this gives us a great advantage because it provides us with clear structures for lessons and what to teach. And for the Mexican context, I think syllabus design could improve in many ways. But to begin, I think classes should include more real communication activities like debates, role plays, problem solving tasks. And also, it will be helpful to do more needs analysis, meaning teachers try to understand what students actually need English for and how can they connect with English. For example, some students might need English for travel, others for work, other for academic purposes. If we understand the needs, we can design better courses. Um, to conclude, the syllabus is a fundamental part of language teaching because it organizes the context, objectives, and learning activities of a course. Different types of syllabi exist, and each reflects different ideas about how languages are learned. However, the most effective approach is probably a balanced one that combines structure, communication, and attention to students' needs. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.